Okay, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Today is a special one. We're going to start the backtesting YouTube series by just testing a random pair on FX Replay. So we're going to start up a whole new session and everything like that. So let's give her a spin and see how she goes. So we will probably land on Swissy. Great, this is a pair I actually trade, so this is awesome. Okay, USD Swiss. And let's go to a random date. So April 16th, 2019. Awesome. So let's go create session. Let's go 300K, 100 or 300K. Is that 300? Yes, it is. And USD Swiss and 2019 and April. It was like the 14th or something. 16th. We'll go from the 14th just because it's going to be the beginning of the week. Okay. And let's go to YouTube backtest. Awesome. All right, let's run it, guys. So again, what we're going to be doing, I'll just show you my process of kind of how I'm approaching trading, you know, from top down. And yeah, let's do it. So this is going to be the starting of the start of next week is going to be Monday, right? Or the start of this new week. We're going to be starting right now. So this is the end of the weekly candle. I'm going to go to the economic calendar. Switzerland. Oh my God, dude, I almost blanked out there. All right, apply. There we go. So now we'll have all the dates. Regarding the weekly, we do have some equal highs up here that will probably go and attack. Okay. Again, not too interested in too much data. Like realistically, I just want to get into you know, the last couple weeks. Really, that's all I'm caring about. And I'm just looking in this history and I'm saying, okay, well, what is happening here throughout history? I'm seeing that, okay, we came back down into a bullish fair value gap here. We dabbled into it, took out this low, comes back up, and we break out of that first bearish level. And so that's showing that we're breaking bearish PD arrays and supporting the bullish ones. And you can see actually we come back down again. We take out some liquidity here, again, still respecting this level. And at the end of this week, we're actually going to be closing above this this point of interest right here, or this last down candle. This is potential change in state of delivery, meaning that this low should be supported now on the weekly up until this point up here. So yeah, I'm assuming that on a weekly we're just going up. There's no reason for me to look for downside on a weekly. Okay. And now again, let me go to the New York session because I'm just going to be trading New York. Okay, so we did get that change in state on the weekly, and you can even see on the daily as well. Okay, we closed above it right here, right there. We have an order block right there. So again, we have the nice change in state. So regardless, I think we are up. We do have a nice little fair value gap here. So I'm assuming that we are going to be continuing up to take out this high. Potentially the place I'm going to be looking at is going to be right here in this fair value gap up here. Okay, I want to see if we can reach up into that and then eventually up into these equal highs. So that's what I'm going to be looking at on the daily, which means our intraday time frame. Okay, we're going to be looking at this being the draw. We have a daily high right here. I believe we did run it a little bit, but just a little bit. Let's go daily high, daily low. I'm really just looking at the last 3-4 days. Okay, these are going to be the major levels that I'm looking at. So again, this is because it's a daily high. We'll mark that off. This already swept. Okay, this already swept this daily low. We grabbed it and now we just took out a daily high. So I believe now that we've just changed and we are ready to start targeting up. When I'm looking at the when I'm looking at the current day, I'm seeing midnight open. We rallied below, we took out a swing low, we hit this order block right here, and we started to break up. So ultimately, I think that a retracement will yield a move up to 10500. And again, guys, I apologize. The dog is going a little bit crazy right now. So yeah, just give me 1 second. All right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so basically looking at price to come back down here and then up into those highs. If I'm looking on intraday time frame, I'm looking at a low to get taken out, so a low swing low to get taken out in a bullish environment. So that's this right here. Where's our sweep? Okay, into ideally a point of interest. That's the ideal scenario, but right here we have a low, we have a high, we have our OTE is down here. I would prefer it get underneath this low, to be totally honest. I think that there's going to be a lot of longs coming in from that low, but I don't see why it would sustain that low. I think it has to get into this OTE, this fair value gap right here. Okay, really beautiful. And our target is up at that old daily high, and you can see one standard deviation lines up pretty decently with it. Okay, now alternatively I do see that because we ran a daily high and also Asia high, we could fade back down to hit this level into here, but I think that this is worth the move. The only concern, again, like I said, is that the only thing that I do believe though is because we have this gap here that I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be supporting it like that. So that's why I'm okay with taking this. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to be taking a lot of my partials right here above the daily high. Okay, 5 to 10 pips above the daily high, which is also at our first target, and then we'll aim to hit this next daily high up here. So I'm going to set a limit here at 1%, and we will risk it at the 62, or we'll put it at the 62. Okay, so let's just see here if we can get something going here off of this setup. So let's see. So let's see if we're gonna get tagged. Doesn't look like it now. What ended up happening was we have this right here. Okay, that is being supported now. We literally just got front runned on that, and it did end up supporting this level here. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this up because I know the daily high, I mean, it doesn't really matter now, but it's based off of these equal highs up here. Those are the ones that I'm concerned about, or not concerned, but targeting. So what I'm gonna try and do is just catch a 1 minute fair value gap entry at this order block right here, and also at that same level. So we should be good. I'll just put my stop below down here if given the opportunity, because this thing is going to pop, and I would definitely want to be a part of it. And if I can get a 3-4 pip stop to get a 5 pip run, that'd be great. Okay, so now that that's off the table, let's just take that off. Let's go one here. I'm going to do 50% risk on that one just because it's more of a continuation play, but let's see. Okay, there we go, we're in. Okay, we cleared out those equal highs. There we go. So again, it's a good setup. It's just the fact that, it didn't get down to my level that I wanted. And so whenever that happens, sometimes I do end up taking a loss here, and it does end up getting back down to that level. That's the only reason why I wanted to maintain it. But yeah, you can see here, right, didn't quite get down to our entry model, but as soon as we break back above this level, we should be sustaining. So we do hit our first take profit right here, right, our first level. So with that being said, I will move my stop to break even underneath this swing low right here, and I'm just going to liquidate some of this because I think we're risking 1,500 basically on the 3,000 or $300,000 account. So I do still believe it's going to go up to there, but let's see, 6.8 pips. Let's go 50%. We'll take off 50%. What time is it right now? 9:40. Let's see. Okay. Let's see how it reacts. It's going to stop us out. Okay, all good. I could have taken off another partial right here at 2R, but all good. All good, all good, all good. Let's see what's shaking now. Let's go in the higher time frame, 1 hour. yeah, I should have managed it better, because right now at this daily high, you can see there's an order block right here, and we still have higher targets to go. So what I'm going to try and do is potentially scale back in, use some of that profit that we made, and look at targeting that next high. That was my bad on the management section, but yeah, you can see here, right, we took out basically this swing low right into that point of interest. We got that change in state. So let's look and see if we'll get anything on the 1 minute. Ultimately, yeah, I'm just going to enter directly off of this, and I'll put my stop below here. Again, another 5 pip play, and let's see if we can get a 2R here. Yeah, 2.5R. It'll probably fade down a little bit, but again, doesn't really matter, because I think it'll just go straight up from here. But let's see. Okay, so given the time, we're at London close. All right, so again, we got back up. Okay, we got back up to this level. I'm just going to be looking at managing based off of the 5 minute. Okay, so anytime we get a sweep like that, you can see that this was the order block, POI. So realistically, I don't want to even see it come back down to here. I just want to follow it up and see if we can get to our target. But yeah, what we can do is we're floating about basically 1 and a bit R right now. So let's just see how it goes. I'll manage it on the 5 minute candle here. Yeah, so it's just gonna go down. All good, all good, all good. So we're out of the what's it called? My window. And so let's just review a little bit of what went down here. So we were right that yes, we were looking for upside. I was looking to catch an entry from this level down here, right? From the, where was it? Actually, looking at the 1 hour, it's clear why that didn't get down there. But in that, from this low to this high, was looking to catch an entry at the OTE. I had that set. It didn't work, or it didn't get down there, but you can see here, right? As soon as we got that 15 minute and 5, that's where I entered right here. Okay, right off of this level right here, this candle, and we got up and moved my stop to break even, which, you know, probably not the best idea considering we still had traffic here. So, you know, I could have taken my partials there at 2R once we hit this liquidity pool right here, which I was unaware of beforehand, and this point of interest. So I could have realistically took 75% up there. It left it open and targeted this next level, but yeah, all good. So a couple of management mistakes there, but overall directionally really good. I mean, this should have been an easy one to take back up. So yeah, this was my fault on that. And then on the second one, I mean, it's only because of the time. I don't like holding my trades when they're not running like that. So the fact that you know, we had this 5 minute level and it rejected that high and whatever. So I don't really mind not holding that one, to be honest, because I entered pretty high on it. So anyways, all good, is what it is. This will probably run up to there. So let's just skip forward, to the next day and to the next New York session. All right, so yep, exactly as anticipated there. Let's look at when this happened. So yeah, our entry was literally from right here, which it would have stopped me out at break even in London anyways. But yeah, so remember, we're looking to target that high on the higher time frame. However, we do have a level right here that we have to be concerned about, okay, or be aware of rather. Right now, so this is Monday, Tuesday. Not too sure if this is that range that's going to be worked, and then Tuesday creates the high of the week, fails, and then we create a low. I think that might happen just from the way that it's going, but let's see here. We do have this from the night before, okay, in Asia, where we have this up candle. It leads to a down candle. This should have been used as an order block for sells. It gets broken through, used as a breaker block. So to me, I still think this is up. I mean, we have these equal highs. We have all those equal highs. So let's just see if we're going to get something around here for continuations or what. But ultimately, we are above some major equal highs here. And so, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some sort of fade back down into here, which if we get a short down into here, I would be 100% willing to take that. So this is 8:30 a.m. open right here. Okay. Sorry, something in my tooth here. Okay. Perfect. And then 8:30 a.m. open right here. Let's go CME. All right. We took out all this, look at consolidation, potentially looking at manipulation up into, what do we have up here? There's the 700, 750s. Potentially we could get up to before any shorts, but let's just see here on the hourly. Yeah, on the hourly, I would like to actually see this be a manipulation. That would be really good. But let's see. Okay. So do we have any news today? Or did I turn it on? Yeah, there's no news. Okay, cool. Let's see if it's going to get up to this level and then fade. I really like the inefficiency here, and I don't mind catching this on a 1 minute if there's an opportunity to do so. So let's see. So 8:30 immediately just opens straight up. I really like that if it's a sell, right? From right here where we take out equal highs, we close back below this level. That'd be ideal, but let's see. Okay, boom, exactly like that. All right. So what did we get here? We got this purge on liquidity. We have a shift in market structure right here. We have a nice fair value gap right here. So what I'm anticipating is price to get back above this level, like so, and then start breaking back down. So with a 5 pip stop, we could potentially get a short down into this level here for 3.58. I'm gonna set it, and yeah, we're gonna go with it. Let's see if we can go again. We're up 0.5%, really, not much, but let's see if we can get this going and get a nice 3R or so. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so you see this last up candle. Okay, we close below it on this candle. We get our confirmation on the lower time frame right there. So realistically, what I'm going to be looking at is that this whole thing was the manipulation. We could probably use the 1 minute just for our target's sake. Damn, I thought I adjusted this already. I guess not. Let's go to -3. -4. Okay, so these are really going to be our targets for where we can look, and you can see -4 is all the way down here, which is exactly where we want to be seeing it. And so yeah, this should be good. Like now, I'm looking at -2 standard deviations underneath this low. Okay, I'm getting in my way there. Let's go to default. All right, so I would like to take some partials below that low, and then we'll let it run. Realistically, should not get back above this high now. Okay, we filled all that gap in. There are equal highs here, but ultimately this right here is our rejection block. Okay, let's go. I'm just gonna put it OB, but it's a rejection block, an RB. Okay, and then our 4 standard deviations is in this fair value gap. So definitely looking at it like this, I think we should be okay to move our stops from here and just preserve our capital. But yeah, let's see how it goes. We didn't close. I thought we were closed there. Okay, all good. I'm just gonna leave it full risk then, and we'll wait till we see a nice break if that's the case. If not, then we'll take a loss here full. It's okay. I don't like how it's just holding that level, right? We're not breaking below it, but let's see. There we go. Just having a really rough time in and around this level. Let's see on the 1 hour. Let's see what's shaking. That's why, because it's all traffic here. You see that? That was my bad with taking this trade. The fact that it's all traffic here on the 1 hour, there's nothing here on the 1 hour, right? Our range on the 1 hour was this candle. It came back down into where? Right where it can continue in the bullish direction. And ultimately, given the fact that it's yeah, I don't like how it's going. So what I'm going to do, I'll give it a little opportunity and just put it to break even, because the opportunity could lie right within here, where it could just fail at this fair value gap. And honestly, this little gap on the left hand side here, if it fails there and it just starts breaking down, then great. But if it goes up to break even, which it's likely going to do in my opinion, then we're at least we're break even. We're not in this trade. So let's see. Yeah, that was my bad. So I was looking at the lower time frames there, whereas the 1 hour was very clear directionally that it was just going to pop back down into here. So now the new hour, so 10 a.m., right? This is the start of 10. I'm looking at today's highs getting rinsed, right? We respected off of a 1 hour order block. We left equal highs. So coming back down into this wick somewhere is probably going to be the play. And you can see, look at that. So we have our order block right here, probably going to come into this and take out today's high up into this wick up there. So looking at that to happen, potentially we can get a nice long in here. Okay. It probably won't come back down in this far. Probably won't come back down this far, but let's see. Okay, so it does. Let's see. How's the target? Can I get a good? Yeah, I can. If I set this at OTE, we should be able to get, depending on the time here. What time is it? Oh yeah, right at the beginning of the hour. So we should get by 11, the end of the 10 a.m. candle, we should be getting up into a target here. So let's take some risk on this one. I think it's worth the trade, or I think it's worth the risk, honestly. Just to review the trade, sorry, before I actually fully commit. We do have a point of interest up here. 1 hour does look really nice, right? Our stop is going to be below the previous 1 hour candle, which is good. A 15-minute order block, 5-minute order block after a sweep on liquidity into the point of interest. So yeah, this all looks good. So let's go for it, guys. We might as well take a risk on this one. No, it's failing. Yep. So it ended up failing, and let me guess, it's going to go up to target now. Yeah. Yep. Unfortunate. Okay, all good is what it is. Just had to take out this low, which I wasn't expecting. Why? Because it was the 1 hour low, right? The 1 hour low should not have been, or should have just continued to be maintained there. So, and yeah, I was anticipating, because we had this old gap right here, how we closed above it and how we retested there. I thought we were just going to go straight up, but hey, all good is what it is. Took a little loss there. On to the next. Let's see, this is 11 a.m. We just took out New York highs right here. If we got below that, I would be shorting on the 15. If we got below that, let's see. No, we just went back up. So I would have anticipated, hey, if this was going to actually sweep and break back down, we could start seeking that level like originally anticipated now. But yeah, unfortunate that we got tagged out on that one. Just looking at what we could have done better potentially, and so that was the order block. No, I was expecting that to go up. I wasn't expecting that to come back down again. This was all filled. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I could have realistically got in again for the exact same trade right here, okay? Exact same trade right here, where we have low to high. Okay. Actually, sorry, it would have been this one. And then we hit our OTE right here. Stop loss below this low and target up at that -27. Okay, so we could have done that if I just didn't fast forward through it all. But all good. Regardless, very well read in regards to the analysis. So let's just keep her going. Keep her going. Let me take off all this nonsense here. Actually, I didn't want to delete that. I wanted to actually keep this on because I know that this could be used as a support on the opposing side, specifically because we just swept through it to target those equal highs. Okay, so let's see. I want to see it take out this low, come back down into here. There's also on the 4 hour, you can see here, what's this? We have a sweep on liquidity. So this right here is our breaker. Okay, so I'm going to put that as a POI. If this fades back down to this level, I'm only going to be looking at the longs to get back up into this high up there. Okay, let's just see what happens here. This is Wednesday, so would like to see some manipulation happen today where we take out London's low. That's what I really prefer to see, and potentially even get back down into the previous Thursday's high. But you can see here that this was Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so potentially preserving that Monday's low or Tuesday's low, right, in a buy program. However, we might leave a fair value gap, then tomorrow sets it up, so could see a consolidation day today. But what did we see? Previous daily high gets taken out, gets purged right away. So daily high, we have midnight open, and we also have 8:30 open right here. So definitely looking more for sells down in to take out London's low. Okay, if I'm looking on the 1 hour, I'm already seeing that we shifted or we changed state. 15-minute change state. There's also a fair value gap, old fair value gap here that just got slid through, so likely going to continue down, in my opinion. That's what I would anticipate. There's no news today. Excellent. So probably going to poke back up into here and then start fading back down. If it leaves some equal lows, you know, I'd like that. Let's see. No, it doesn't. Just goes straight there. Okay, this is right from this low to this high. We came back down into the OTE of it, underneath an inducement or underneath a low. So I'm not going to be looking to short as of yet. I want to see a breakdown on the backside, and we can potentially see it because again, it's trading against the overall flow if we're going short here. See, so there you go. Let's look on the 15-minute, 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour, look at this. Massive sweeps on liquidity. So what's this right here? This is your order block. This is your rejection block. POI. And rejection block right here. All right, so looking at a fade back down to this level. Again, where's our target? Our target is all the way up there, which means if we get, do we have anything lining up with it? Our three standard deviations right from there, okay, where we took out liquidity. So this is looking good. Let's see if we can get involved in this in any way. I'd personally like to see price come back down into here. That would be the ideal scenario. Right underneath this low. Let's see what 9:30 does. Right, New York Stock Exchange open. Okay, here we go. Underneath this low right here. OTE is all the way back down here. Does this line up with it? No, not really. All right, let's wait for a backside play then. Okay, there we go. So now it's showing that it's showing signs that it wants to respect this. Showing signs that it wants to respect the rejection block there on the higher time frame on the 1 hour, which you'll see. Oh, sorry, was it on the 15-minute or 4 hour? No, it was on the 1 hour. Okay, so it does look like we're just going to be continuing back up. Take out these highs right up here. Today's highs. So let's see if we can take a little long right here. We could probably put our stop below here, but I'll just put it below here for safety. And again, let's see if we can get a really kind of a late rally up into this high up here. So let's see, 1%. Okay, got a little shallow raid through it. Let's see. Okay, so this is the new today's high right up here. Realistically, it shouldn't even get through this fair value gap now, right? Now that we shifted structure, should be 15.5 closed above it. So yeah, we should just be going straight from this point on. If we drop below this level, I'll shed off some of the position. There we go. Okay, so we can move our stops up. Let's go for, again, I don't like how it's consolidating here at the end of the day, right? Like we're in London close right now, so I don't want to be too greedy with it. I don't want to be too greedy with the take profit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shed some off right here, just because, again, I am anticipating that it's going to get up to there, but given the time of the day and the consolidation and tomorrow, how this could potentially be a, I don't think it will actually now, but because it might be a fair value gap to be tackled tomorrow, I'm just going to leave some on, or I'm going to leave the rest on, but definitely take off a 50% and just, yeah, close it a little bit. Again, it's just the timing. The timing that throws me off whenever it's this time. I hate holding on to trades for super long. So okay, and let's see now from this low to this high. This was our sweep, so this is what works. We're looking at a 1 standard deviation. I'll take off partials up here too. Okay, if we have the opportunity to get up to there. Boom. Okay, so let's take off another 50%. There we go. Okay, it's just supporting, taking out that inducement low up into the next level, which I'm looking at 2 standard deviations. If I'm looking in regards to price, again, price, the only thing I'm looking at are these highs up here, right? The 3 standard deviations, but there is a high right here at 2 standard deviations as well that we should probably be aware of. Okay, right here, literally is right at it. So we'll shed off another partial there. Okay, it's super late in the day, so we're probably just going to consolidate for the rest. Yeah, let's give this up a little bit, cover up some of what would be commissions in a real life environment. Okay, so Asia, let's see if we'll get, if we can target up into those highs. So ultimately in London, I'm seeing highs and lows both got purged. Let's see which one is going to win. And actually, let's just go to New York session. There we go. Just went straight up because I wouldn't even be awake at this time anyways. So I wouldn't even be managing, right? Like I would have just been like, all right, let's leave on the rest of that position like I did here. And that was that. So this was a really nice opportunity here. Again, took out partials right here based off of the time. If this was early in the session, I would have definitely capitalized on a lot more, but you know, it's all good, right? We take partials at key levels, at key times, and that's it. You know, at least that's how I do it. I don't know if I'm right or if it's wrong, but it works for me. So let's just, I mean, I'll just continue doing it, you know? But yeah, so now we're at these equal highs, which means that we have to wait. We have to wait to see what type of reaction we're gonna get, right? Because you never know. It could just blast through, or we could sweep these highs, close back underneath these candles, right? Like, so let's look at an example. Okay, right here. Okay, look at this, boom. We sweep that high, we get a closure underneath that last up candle right here. And so now, right, this is your change in state, and that's what yields that negative or that down move. And so it's the same thing, right? If we look at our purge on liquidity, we get our change in state right here. Once we get a close above, which is this candle, it respects, and then you can actually use this one as the order block right here, close above that, and now we continue up. So again, just always good to be looking out for these types of things. And so now we just have to be patient and wait on the daily to see what's going on. But we can probably find something on the intraday time frame to kind of validate what's going on. All I know is that this is buy side liquidity. We ran up pretty inefficiently. So I'm anticipating more of a sell here than anything, but it's more of kind of sit on your hands type thing right now. So let's go. This is 8:30. I love how 8:30. Okay, I love how 8:30 just rallied up immediately, purged those highs, and so probably going to fade back down into the range. If I'm looking at the daily, we have to be cognizant of the previous daily high. Okay, because this is going to be used as support on the way back down, right? You have equal lows right here, so what's likely going to happen, what I'm anticipating, is something like this, and then maybe it'll continue back up like that. But the way that this went up is looking pretty bearish. Yeah, it's just consolidating. Do we have new? Oh, that was news. That's why we had retail sales. Okay, retail sales did the old push. There we go. Going to take out this wick high and then down. That's what I'm anticipating. Okay, just continuing going up. No worries. Again, like I said, there's nothing for me to do here, right? Like, nothing for me to do until we get a good sign that something is going to happen. There we go. So what did we get here? We took out that wick high, again, above the major high here, right, on the higher time frame. And then we also have now a close below, which to me, that signifies a potential, after a sweep, a potential change in state. And we have 8:30 low here. We have 9:30 is going to start off right here. And so this could potentially be a great short opportunity for us, right? Here's the 5-minute change in state up here. So let's just see what we get. We have a nice fair value gap. Okay, again, I'm looking at targeting these equal lows down here if given the opportunity to do so. So let's just see if we're measuring. OTE is all the way up there. I don't think we're going to get up to there. There's a lot of traffic right here. I think we might just fade up into this on the 5-minute, like into the 5-minute fair value gap. 5-minute fair value gap and go from there. But again, I'm not trying to rush it on the 1-minute here, so let's just see. Wait for a response. Okay. Does look like we are getting this, right? We come back up, we consolidate. It looks like it's weak. It's getting weak. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my stop above that high, and if we have, let's see, 2.5 R, I could probably tighten it up though, to be honest. I could probably tighten it up. On the 1 hour, let's see where we're at. Yeah, see how the 1 hour we have a long range down to get to the previous 1 hour candle low or high. So I mean, we have a really big range down to work with here, so I'm not worried about taking a trade like this. I'm just going to take it like that. I can probably put my stop above this high, but just for safety, I'll put it up above this high. Let's market execute on this one, guys, for 1%. And let's see if we can get something here. 9:30. Okay, so we just came right back up into that 5-minute level. If I'm looking at the 1 hour, where are we at again? Okay, so now we're in a potential fair value gap. So what I'm seeing here is I entered right at the rejection block like that. I would like to see this fade back in to 8:30 a.m. open price. I don't want to see it come down in here, fail, and start flipping back up again, because what that's going to be telling me is that we're going to be continuing long. But ultimately on the 5-minute here, it looks really good. We have an order block here. So what I can do is actually just reduce some risk here on the 5 or on the 15. And yeah, we can start to let this thing go. No, okay, so we got stopped out there. All good. Again, this is what I didn't want to see, right? Like I didn't want to see on the 1 hour, it rip into this fair value gap, reject and flip over, because then that would mean that we're in a bullish, that we're going to be continuing in a bullish state, which is not what you want. Okay, so all good, completely fine with that trade. It was a really good one. It could have easily broken down, but right now, yeah, especially above these highs. So right here we have our order block, swept liquidity, fair value gap right here. So if it comes back down, it'll probably yield a long, but I'm not going to be entering in it anyways. Okay, let's go to the new day. You can see, right, we went short here, and this is you know, we got another, or it ended up coming back down. So all good. Let me just take off everything here. Remember, this was the previous day highs and lows. We also have the day before that, and I'll just put this one as a dashed one, so you know, because this is likely going to be a support, right? If it's going to continue up in a bullish state. Now, the only thing that could happen is if it flips now, right, into a bear state after sweeping a high, it'll close below this low, and then as soon as that happens, then we can be a little bit concerned that, okay, or a little bit aware that price is likely going to start seeking down, okay? But as of right now, we're still in a bullish state, so I thought that we were going to get a short right there, but wasn't the play. We had a lot of range to work with, but it just didn't work out. So all good there. We have previous daily highs, previous daily lows. We do have this right here as well, okay? Up candle led to a break or a shift in market structure here. Comes back up, slid through it. This is a breaker block, so anything in and around this level we could be seeing longs with, which would be a great, trade potential. Okay, just like so. This one is the level that got swept already, so let's just turn that into a dotted line. And we have Asian highs up here. We have the opening, today's opening price, midnight open, and now we have 8:30 a.m. Let's go to like that. And so ideally, if we're in a bearish or in a bullish state, I want to see it rip down below here, potentially give an opportunity like that earlier on in the session, not too late. But if it's going to do the opposite, it'll probably sweep back up and break back down. So I don't see anything as of right now. I don't see any sweeps or anything. So no point in looking at anything. Okay, we're already at midnight, so, or sorry, not midnight, 12. Again, this was nothing of interest here for me. Was that Friday? Oh, that's why. It was a Friday. All right, so same thing. Nothing has changed. It's the same idea, right? We have our previous daily high, previous daily low. Now, let's go to New York session. Probably we're still consolidating. Still consolidating. We actually should have a daily fair value gap now here. Yep. Right here. Daily fair value gap. Ideally, would like to see, yeah, that high get run. Or sorry, it break back down and then the highs to get run. Specifically underneath this level into this fair value gap. That would be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's see. I'm going to just take off all this too. All right. Midnight open here. Would like to see a sweep up and then down. Okay, so this is looking pretty interesting to me right now, in the sense that now we just got a shift in market structure. I'm definitely leaning towards the shorts down into here. I think that this was just a quick little purge on liquidity, and now we're going to start seeing downside. All these equal lows here. I think we have a decent standard deviation. One standard here, two standards up at that level. Yeah, this is looking really intriguing to me. Like so, mitigation block right up here on the 5 minute. Okay, I'm gonna take this. It's sorry guys, it is London close, so I'm gonna reduce risk on this one personally, but I am expecting price to come back down into the previous day lows. Yeah, for London close, I always go half risk on it, just the way, or from what I've been doing. So let's go 0.5. And again, sorry guys, dog is just an absolute muppet, so my bad. But there we go. Did we get back below it there? Yeah, we did. It's okay. Yeah, so all good. Got stopped there. Yeah, we're just breaking out, really. I do like this fair value gap though. I do want to see price attract into that. Okay, that's the idea, is for price to come back down into here. And it might just be that Monday was our consolidation, and now Tuesday is going to be our manipulation, and then now we're going to start to see some of that distribution, okay? right? 8:30 a.m. open, immediately goes back up. Would love to see a close back down. Let's see. All right, guys, sorry about that. Geez, it's gonna happen again and again. So I'm gonna end that video pretty soon, but I just want to see if we can get any sort of short from around this level up here. So let's just see. Let's see if we get anything, because this is all weak to me. And I'm trying, I don't want to, there we go. Okay, we do have, yeah, this is all thin leg, okay? Where we have that 9:30 a.m. right there. We have 8:30 open right here. Let's see. We just had a sweep on liquidity, like so, close back down below this level. I'm just going to, there's a fair value gap right here. I'm gonna see if we can take this. I'm gonna put my stop just above here and see if this is gonna be high of the week and we can start to really take some shorts back down here. So I'm gonna give this one a 1% risk. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's gonna go back up. I'm gonna go up to this top one here. Okay, let's see if we can get a short here. Remember, this is gonna be our change in state. We have some equal highs here. There we go. I'm just gonna put my stop above here, 10 pips. We'll go for another 1% risk. Because again, I'm just really adamant on this coming back down, specifically down to at least here, but really into this fair value gap. So let's see if we can catch it. For the 15, the 5, everything looks pretty good. So there we go. All right, so we got that shift back down like so. We are running, let's see, where are we at on the 1 hour? Because again, it's just like that first trade that we had here where we have the 1 hour, and again, you don't want to see it go into this fair value gap, reject it and go. So because of that, I'm just going to be managing. Shouldn't get back down. If it's really going to fall, it should completely rip through this right here. Okay, I want to see this get completely broken through, and if that's the case, it'll likely tap up into it and then start coming back down towards all these equal lows, like these daily lows right here. Okay, these daily lows right there, and then overall that big move. So yeah, this looks really good to me so far. So definitely wanting to see it drop back down below that low, and if not, we'll just get a stop at break even on it. So I'm not too concerned. If it does break, like say like this, it closes like this, and then it closes right back up above this high, then I'll probably just close the position out, because that'll be that change in state after sweeping into a fair value gap. So okay, so right here, let's just shed off some of the position here. Reason being is because we are in the most extreme point of that invalidation zone, right? So meaning if it fails here, and it can easily go back up, right? So we have to see it close below this before that. So at least shed off some partials, pay ourselves a little bit from that missed, or sorry, the loss that we had, right? Cover up some of that loss, and then if the rest wants to go, then we can really start to take it back down to these lows, which I'll take out majority. I'll take out some at Asia lows here, and then these equal lows, and then finally the final target. So let's see how it goes. Right now, what time is it? 14:45, so pretty late. Pretty late. Let's see. It's gonna be, or just had session changeover. So again, Asia coming back up. I want to see this old fair value gap on the 1 hour. Okay, did we close back below it? We did close below it, but really it is supporting still. I want to see it close back below this low. And if we look at the daily, yeah, we're still in a 4-hour fair value gap. So again, my range is all the way down to here. So I definitely want to see it support right here, this fair value gap, that 1 hour. I want to see it rip down within this level. I don't want to see it go back above it. Okay. But yeah, again, I wouldn't be managing my trade here on in London. So I'm just going to go to New York. Okay. And so if I were to wake up, I'd be right here, and I said, hey, we're at this invalidation level, so I'd probably shed off another 50%, again, because that's what I like to do. I like to take partials along the way at significant levels, and knowing that, again, we're in that 4-hour level now, right? We're in that 4-hour fair value gap, even though, yes, we did break below it. Okay, so just because we broke below this is likely to be a change in state now, and it is likely to hit our target. But ultimately, what I'm going to be looking at now is this order block from this level like that. We got a sweep of it, so a high probability order block. I love that on the 4-hour. I would anticipate that we're going to get a retracement up into here. I can actually move my stop down. I'm just going to move it a little bit into profit. It shouldn't get back up to there, but I already took partials, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, probably we'll do something like this. Okay, that's what I'm expecting. Maybe even sweep that a little bit, London highs, and then we'll go down. Okay, so 15-minute looks really, really good here. How we just took out this high. Okay, just took out this high. We're gonna get a 1 hour. We're at 11, or no, sorry, 9. Yeah, let's wait for the hourly close. Oh no, wait, sorry, this is only 9:30. We just got a sweep. Purge on liquidity like so. In a bearish environment, I'm looking for more downside, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set up another order right here. Let's look at the 5-minute. Yeah. Let's do it like this. Let's give her a run. Give her a go, because again, I want to see it get back down to here easy. So let's go another 1% risk because we're already covered. Okay, we're in. Let's see if we can get a break back down now. I don't like how that developed, to be totally honest with you. How it just swept this low into that fair value gap, and now it's coming back up into this. I'm just going to take off that first position, actually, like that. Yeah, I don't like how this just took out liquidity. We closed back above. We're not closed back above yet, but you know, I just don't like how that looks. Don't like how it's looking. But let's see if we can get some sort of failure right here, right at this fair value gap right here. No, yeah, just didn't like how that was looking at all. All good. All good, all good, all good. We took out London's high. It's still viable. This is the thing. Still a viable play. I don't like how, or I don't like how it's developing right now, but it does look like it could easily come back down. Okay, gonna take out London, or Asia, sorry, and take out this high as well. Okay, all good. So it just ended up being bullish, and let's see why on the higher time frames here. Bullish up candle, next candle comes back down. Again, the range was into this traffic. 4 hour, or let's go to the 1 hour actually, right? Nice little short from previous day, coming back down into discount. It took out major liquidity right here. I honestly thought that this was going to be the sweep though. So no, I'm content with it. Honestly, if it was going to go down, it should have went down right from here. It should have went down right from here, and to take out all those lows. But instead, it blew through it. You can see on the 15-minute, it was really right here. That was the that was showing you that it was going up. So I probably could have entered a long right here actually and managed my position accordingly and targeted 1, 2, 3, and eventually 4 right there. So that was my own fault there. Took an L there, and realistically again should have had my other positions stop loss there to capture some profits, but all good is what it is. Let's go to the next day. We have equal highs, or we have a daily high here, daily low here. Definitely looking for price to come and purge that daily high. Right, we look at daily and we're still in a bullish state, so again very likely that the high is going to get taken and the low is going to be maintained. We had a sweep of Asia right here. We have order block, we have OTE, we have fair value gap, all right here. What do we have for news? Capital goods. So that one's fine. That one's fine to trade within. It's not like any of the major events, the major big news events. So what I'm looking at, well, this is likely gonna short right from here, right? Likely gonna short right from here into this level. Yeah. So I was gonna say we could potentially enter, but I know the risk reward would have been pretty abysmal. So let's look at a OTE entry right here. Stop below that low, target up into here. So this is a classic OTE. I'm okay with taking one of these for 1% risk. Let's yeah, let's see how she goes. Yeah, gonna take us out. Okay, all good. So OTE wasn't working there. Could have went for that short, but I definitely thought that we were going to be respecting this, taking out this high, and then any sort of coming down was going to happen. But now that we took out the London lows and we are in this fair value gap right here, this is where we can look for those longs back up into that high. So what I would look for is a change in state, like so. Let's look on the 15 actually first. There we go. Okay, now looking up to take out those highs. Is that 2 minute? Okay, so didn't do as anticipated. Again, I apologize for my dog. Oh man, what a mess, dude. The guy just keeps barking throughout the whole thing. I apologize about that. Here, I'm gonna pause it again. All right. In this breaker below London low, looks like we could get a rally back up through this. I just want to see here if there's going to be an opportunity to do so. Okay, so right here, I think we can get or this fair value gap could be the play here, and we could be going up into this high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some risk on this one as a limit entry. Actually, we can just go market. It's basically right there. Okay. And now what I'm expecting is that this turns into our breaker. And we should start seeing price rally. Okay, and now that we're breaking back above it, I mean, we should be pretty good here for to move my stop. I don't want to seek out back below this level now that we're back above this breaker, even though we didn't really get through it a decent amount, but because of the time and everything, we'll just leave it on, and we'll see if it can get some late legs. Break up, there we go. All right, so we can put it back below this low now because, again, what do we have? Last sequence of down candles took out liquidity inside this breaker block, so we should really be protected now. You know, now that it's 2:30, again, I'm going to just shed off some partials. Why? Because again, I don't want to be holding it without taking partials at the session changeover, because we can get a big gap to start off the day. And so again, it's just better for me to take out some partials here and just let it go, let the rest go. So let's see if we'll get back down to that order block right there, and let's see if we can get a nice response up. No, okay, so we failed or broke back down there, and that's why, again, always good to take partials, specifically at late in the day. You know, always good to take it late in the day. So yeah, that's basically that there. Let's go to the next day. Sorry. Ah, damn it, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen from around this level, this low here. Right, that's the structural level, so it got manipulated where we initially took the long right here, got manipulated, and then now it went back up. But all good, because now this is the Friday. We had a Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. We had up consolidation, and so I wouldn't be surprised if this is a full-blown reversal back down into at least this low here. Okay, again, very strong move up at 8:30. What was it at 8:30 today? GDP, annual GDP, so beautiful little rip up, and now let's see if we can get some sort of a fade back into the range. Okay, perfect. I was just gonna say something like that could be actually really nice. Yeah, it's just gonna, I didn't want to take a short all the way from down here, even though I do think that it's gonna go down right from here. It just doesn't follow my rules. Well, it does, but it's just not my A+ setup, essentially. So yeah, now that we took out that low, that's basically done for the day. Done for the day, done for the week. So we ended up the week profitable, at least. Again, not the best performance. I did make a couple mistakes there, but all good, right? All good. Let's go to New York on Monday. Again, new week. So what we should do is we should start off on the weekly and just see, okay, well, what's good. We do have some liquidity up there that that price could be seeking, right? Again, we are in a bullish state, so really got to be careful with the shorts. Okay, high there. We have, let me actually just take all this off, and I can say weekly high there, weekly low there. You can see that we actually did have a little gap right here, so potentially could be something worth looking into here. Start off the week short, I'm assuming. Back down into this fair value gap, order block. Let's just mark off this, and then we'll see what's good with that. But yeah, definitely the week is looking to start off short for me. Okay, equal lows, equal daily lows, right into New York open. This looks really good, actually, for shorts. So let's see. We have potential soup right there. And then let's see. Definitely not the soup that we wanted. Okay, now I can start to see it. You see this right here? This is going to turn into a breaker. Let's see. There we go. This should be good now. Short that. Take out this low. Let's market execute on that one. 4%. Again, we're all above this liquidity up here. We just swept back up. You can see right here, this is what I'm looking at when I'm thinking about this. So this should have really supported and went up, and it should have been right here. Okay, so we close above it, we try and hold, and it fails to create a higher high, breaks back down, breaks through this. So this is actually a sweep on liquidity right here, and then a close back below. So this is a change in state. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeking internally to this clean leg down here. By the time it gets down to here, I can probably take some partials off and everything, but let's see. There we go. Okay, so there we go. We can do that right there. I can actually move my stop to break even. Let's wait till we get to, where's 2R? Around here. So I'll go partials in and around here, but realistically should get down to here quite easily. Ah, man, I did not want to see that. I did not want to see that. Because I should realistically put my stop up here, but I also know I just didn't want to see that, because this could be a mitigation block right here in fair value gap, and so I didn't want to see it support like this, because it's putting me in a tough situation to manage, and this happens sometimes. Should I leave my stop above here and face like a small loss, or leave it at break even, because I do see the potential for bullishness as well. Realistically, we should be okay because we have this order block protecting us, also this wick and this fair value gap fill, so it really shouldn't even get back up to our break even, so let's just leave it. Yeah. Okay, what time is it? It's 15, it's basically 3 p.m. We're literally up 1% here. So you know what? Let's just take partials because it's late in the day. And at the same time, we're just not getting that run like we want. Again, it could still go. It's still supporting, so it's still looking bearish. The only thing is yeah, it's late. It's late in the session. It's late in the session. Did I take it already? I can't remember if I did. Yeah, I did. All right, so let's see. What time is it? 16. Again, let's just shed it off again. We'll leave the rest. Super late. Wouldn't even be up at this time anyway, so let's see if London can take our profit. There we go. So London would have hit our TP anyway, so we did take some partials along the way. But again, whenever it does that, it's like, oh man, again, be patient with it, but at the same time, when the time runs out, it's like, okay, that's fine, right? Because then it'll just consolidate, or it'll reverse and then set up for the next day in London, right? So time is really, really important, and when it's not doing it by the right time, it's better just to start shedding off. So you know, it's what I would do in real time anyways. So yeah, but I think that I'm gonna end it there, guys, because I mean we're up here. Let's go back. Let's go to our dashboard and just see how it's looking so far. I mean, we didn't do the best. I could have done way better. I took a couple losses there in the middle. There went to plus 10K and then right back down and right back up. So 50% win rate. Let's see if we're taking anything under 0.5%, or sorry, 0.5R. We'll consider that break even. So even less there, up 4%. Let's see so far. Right, nice 4-hour day, basically 2-hour day, up almost 4% on the in April so far. Well, April's gonna be done very, very shortly, so we'll probably end up just a small percent up. I mean, we didn't trade the whole thing, so. But yeah, we can see that we're losing on Mondays and we're losing on Thursdays. We haven't taken anything on Fridays as of yet. So this is something to be aware of, you know, like maybe it's better not to trade Tuesdays or Thursdays for me. And like, if I just optimize and stick for Mondays and Wednesdays, you know, and Fridays potentially will be good. So yeah, let's just keep an eye on that. Again, I had a little bit of a losing streak here, which, I mean, it is what it is, all good. We'll catch another winning streak and everything like that. But this is it so far, guys. I hope you're getting, or you got some value out of it, and sorry for all the barking and all the bullshit that you had to deal with I have to deal with it pretty regularly, so it's kind of annoying. But yeah, it's what it is. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for stopping by. All right, cheers, guys.